Yeah. It follows you. Yeah. Yeah. Take care, Joe. All right. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Mighty Meat Stream. As I teased with Hayden, we're going to be going over some news, getting into some other stuff, and yes, the mothership is back when you're getting picked up, Mighty. Soon. Soon, next comer. Thank God. Leave everyone else to burn. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro. See you in a second. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope everyone is doing well. Did I just get kicked out of my own stream? Nope, I'm there. If you're new to the stream, please go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe. We would appreciate it. Trying to grow here, small channel, trying to get to that 500 mark. So if you're a fan, go ahead and hit that. So I think that we should definitely start off with the thing that I teased in Hayden's chat, or maybe we should wait for him. I don't know. So there is an alien mothership supposedly released by the Pentagon. I think that there's some nefarious plans to that, but we'll see. So supposedly it's an older ship that's been released as of late. Uh, so let's get into it. All right, where did I put it? All right, so several different places are reporting on it. Somebody get Captain Steve Hiller, Will Smith, Independence Day on the line ASAP. In an article published yesterday, March 14th, by Fox News, the outlet revealed that the United States officials think UFOs could visit our planet soon. In fact, the Pentagon has reason to believe that an alien mothership is in our solar system ready to explore Earth. Yeah, that's my thought. It's 100% probably a distraction. There's several things like blue beam, all that kind of stuff. No, we cannot see it. I've been to Area 51. It's fun. Last week, officials stated these supposed alien crafts could send small probes to our planet in order to study it, similar to how NASA does on missions. Sean Kilpatrick, the director of the Pentagon's All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, and Abraham Loeb, chairman of Harvard University's Astronomy Department, shared their findings on March 7th. An interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth, an operational construct not too dissimilar from NASA missions. These dandelion seeds could be separated from the parent craft by the tidal gravitational force of the sun or by maneuvering capability, a portion of the findings read. Pentagon officials suggest alien mothership in our solar system could send mini probes to Earth. American officials have been developing units to investigate, and I'm not sharing it. Stupid. Uh, American officials have been, I do that quite often, have been developing units to investigate the strange phenomena for quite some time. And that's, I don't know, but that was in their tweet. So AARO launched in July 2022, and they track unidentified objects near and on Earth. In 2005, Pan-STARRS telescopes were created for NASA to locate 90% of objects in Earth's orbit, larger than 140 meters. And the reason for that distinction is how much they would cut off and how much could do harm to our planet. So, which is how potential alien motherships were said to be detected. Before that, on October 19, 2017, telescopes noticed a strange interstellar object named Oumuamua, meaning scout, and Hawaiian. It traveled away from the sun without a cometary tail, leading scientists to classify the object as artificial. Yeah, I think so. No. Close. I'm from up north, but not quite Uper. But yeah, I have the slight Uper accent. So, government officials say another object, meaning I have a place up there. I have a place in the UP. That's where I pick up my accent. So, absent from a cometary tail was discovered 3 years later in 2020, and 6 months before Oumuamua made its closest approach to Earth. An interstellar meteor, IM2, measuring a meteor long, crashed on our planet and had identical speeds relative to the sun at large distances. So that's pretty quick for something that's not, you know, having any trail or any propulsion system. That'd be one hell of a technology. With the exact same shape as the Oumuamua. With proper design, these teeny probes would reach Earth or other solar system planets for exploration as the parent craft passes by within a fraction of the Earth's sun separation. And we measure things in AU, which is astronomical units. So distance, it makes it easier to comprehend. Just like Oumuamua did, astronomers would not be able to notice the spray of mini probes because they do not reflect enough sunlight for existing survey telescopes to notice them, researchers said, of the alien activity. So we have a couple related tweets. Pentagon officials suggest alien mothership in our solar system. It says solar, but it says social. Oops. Could possibly send small probes to Earth for research. Hashtag drama alert. They would operate similar to how NASA operates with studying other planets, according to the official's draft research report via Fox News. This has been picked up by many news sites. I can't myself say the validity of it. I've always thought that we've already made contact and there's already probably aliens here. So it's not surprising, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Michigan. So, so that's all that's been said. It's a lot of information that's previously existed. The difference is now it is at the forefront. It's being brought up for some. Yeah, see, they're right here. They're in my chat. Welcome, Shida Penn's alien. We don't come in peace. We tend to blow things up, as we'll see later in the news cycle. Right. So we'll go to this one. So I mean, Elon is an alien. I love Elon, but he is an alien, 100%. Uh, so we're gonna go to this next story, and this is terrifying. Breaking plumes of yellow smoke have leaked out of a chemical plant in New Albany, Indiana. Authorities are currently investigating after a significant chemical release at the Bluegrass Chemical Specialties plant in New Albany, Indiana. The incident prompted police to issue a temporary shelter in place. Officials at the plant have confirmed that the yellow haze observed was due to the release of nitrogen oxide. Looks much more dangerous than NOx, but the aliens or the chemicals? Black Knight satellite images. Near polar orbit on Earth. Huh. Of course, they call it a conspiracy theory, but that's for now. Wow. Yeah, we can go back through that. I wanted to save something for when Hayden got back related to it, so that's terrifying. Wow. So I have space.com pulled up. And then there's a gateway to astronaut photography to Earth. It looks like I don't know what that would be, but so we'll dive into that a little bit once Hayden makes his way over. I had some other stuff going on, but because YouTube erased everything 3 years ago. Yeah, they do that. So in less important news, we have breaking. Man sues Buffalo Wild Wings, claims boneless are just children's chicken nuggets. And there's a story to it, but it's so ridiculous and I mean, does it really matter at this point? We're about to get invaded by aliens, the banks are failing. Like do Buffalo Wild Wings, boneless wings, aren't they passed anyways? We'll have to see. Okay, buddy. Let's see what the British hacker is up to when he claimed to have hacked the NASA Air Force servers years ago. That would be cool. Yep. I'm sorry, Brian. I'll buy you a new jar of them. Brian's a good guy, friend of the show, so So let's go into. Oz said, "Don't worry about him." So the Black Knight satellite, a hodgepodge of alien conspiracy theories. A convoluted story that involves Nikola Tesla, spacewalkers fumble, and more. Um, for those who don't know anything about orbital mechanics, the orbital speeds are incredibly fast and in the 15,000 kilometers per hour general range. Yeah, absolutely. Twitter, right? Let me toss you a link, bud. Oh, I haven't talked to you in a while because you're like 7 down. Here you go. It's all yours. So this is from space.com. Sometimes the introduction of news report will stop you in your tracks, forcing you to reread in fear you didn't quite grasp its point the first time. Tripped over that. That was certainly the case when Mail Online published a story on March 21st, 2017. An alien satellite set up more than 12,000 years ago to spy on humans had been shot down by elite soldiers from the Illuminati, UFO hunters claim. We have aliens, chemical toxins released, trains falling over a senile president, fake J6 outrage, banks collapsing, chicken nuggets is the thing I'm least worried about. Well, unless you're having a party at B-Dubs, then you might be interested. Blah, blah, blah. And with that conspiracy surrounding the so-called welcome dance biker dance, an actual alien too.
Well, hello, good sir. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, nice one. Just I wasn't sure if my equipment was working there for a second. Yeah, no, I noticed you talking earlier and saying you were going to talk a bit more about maybe some space stuff and Oumuamua and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, oh yeah, I'd like to be in on that if I can for a bit. I've got about 50 minutes, so I just thought I'd come and chill.
All right. Yeah. Jason, well, it depends on your orbital trajectory. So your place in orbit. Once you get further away, your speed slows. Once you're closer to the Earth, it speeds up. So 15,000 kilometers per hour is just a good general average. So I'm gonna take, since Dance just got in here, I'm gonna take this second to say one more time, please like, please subscribe. I am so close to that 500. We are 44 away, and at 500, we have the meat roast. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a roast, and people are gonna come on, and we're gonna have a good time. Uh, so did
So
you hear the first story, Dance?
no, I've just jumped in. I was just having a quick shower, so I've missed the first few minutes.
Okay, read this, and I'm gonna put it in private chat just so we can keep going. Uh, so this is a legitimate, true story, I think, reported by Fox News, released by the U.S. Pentagon. Uh, so it's been more than
Okay, I'll just have a
120
quick
years.
scan. I'll just have a quick scan of it while you're reading.
Yeah, there's not a ton there. So it's been more than 120 years, conspiracists believe, since the existence of the Black Knight was first recorded. Those who subscribe to the theory invoke an extraterrestrial spacecraft in near polar orbit of Earth, although they draw upon pieces of evidence that so disparate that it's not entirely clear why people link them. What it all amounts to is a strange brew that has spurred some folks to shout about cover ups by NASA and other government entities. It's a legend that refuses to go away. Oh, there is more. A lot of the earliest discoveries that have been linked back to Black Knight satellite theory relate to radio signals, but a series of images from 1998, excuse me, really threw the celestial cat among the pigeons. They were taken during STS 88, the first space shuttle mission to the International Space Station. And oh, so that's the Black Knight photo that they claim. And I wasn't gonna run through all of it because obviously they're trying to debunk the story. So I will certainly do more research into it and kind of dig into it. I'm always excited and happy to do those sorts of things. So maybe I'll do a show on it coming up here. So astronaut debris, what it's likely to be. So how it ended up, what it changed from, bright highlights, and has it been seen since? Is it? Yeah, I can't bring it up anymore. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it seems interesting. And again, my position generally is that it absolutely aliens absolutely are have already made contact with this planet. So, and we can probably back that up. Yeah, hit
Can I
that
ask, are you
subscribe.
are you talking about the stuff like Egyptian times and things like that? Do you think there was involvement there? Is that what you mean, or do you think further back?
Um, I think that I think that they might even still be here. Like, I don't think they ever left. I think there's a good amount of evidence to support that they may be among us, and you know, we don't even know. But
Wearing wearing dance leathers, bike leathers. Sorry,
yeah, yeah.
wearing strange
Well,
helmets, wearing
dance
tutus.
leathers, bike lenders. I mean, it's the same thing. Like making some great music. You know, that talent just doesn't come to anybody, buddy.
I don't think anybody can describe my voice as talent, to be honest.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Um,
So sorry, I have to derail you. Was this specifically about this so-called sort of satellite? I'd heard somebody tell me about this, where it's like seems to be orbiting Earth, but nobody really knows what it is, and they think it's been there for a long time. Is that right? They call it
well,
something night, the dark something.
yeah. So this is one of the viewers when I covered that story that I sent to you, Black Knight satellite theory. And I had never heard of this, so
Oh,
I'd
I'm
be
surprised at
interested.
that. Yeah, I thought you might have heard of this.
I
Is this news to you?
Flat Earth turned me off to so much on the space front because I already have a pretty good knowledge of it. So you know, like when Flat Earth came around, I was like, I'm gonna stay out of the fringes of things. But you are out of this world, Adriana. Welcome. See, Richard didn't hear about it till today either, so I'm not the only one left in the dark.
I'm trying to remember where I heard about it. I think it was when I was working on the forklifts. There was a lad who was telling me about it. Well, I say a lad, he was older than me, but and he was really into aliens. He always sort of said pretty much everything. Yeah, aliens probably did it. And I remember, I think it was him that told me about this. You know, there's this spotted this sort of satellite going around the Earth that wasn't the one that we know that we've made, unless it's some secretive thing. But it just seemed to be completely different to anything that we've produced. And there was speculations as whether it's something from ancient times that's been there for a long time from a different civilization or alien or something like that. I thought it was quite an interesting subject.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They want to work out with Richard Simmons. Yeah, I could see that. Uh, it's flat. It's not flat. It's hollow. Shut up, Exco. I love you, buddy. Um, so I'll move on. We'll keep moving down the line here. Oops. I told you there's more stuff on fire. Breaking a large explosion with an active fire reported at River Wastewater Treatment Plant in Baltimore, Maryland. Numerous firefighters have been dispatched to the Black River Wastewater Treatment Plant in Baltimore, Maryland, in a response to a reported large scale explosion and two alarm industrial fire, where multiple areas on fire in the building as multiple people have been evacuated. The situation remains ongoing and is being closely monitored. So we'll grab the video.
So the poop's on fire?
That's what I'm hearing, yeah. Well, I mean, all the chemicals that treat water, of course, they're going to go up in flames, you know.
Oh, that looks like it's blown out at some point as well. Yeah, something flammable going on there. It's blown that whole wall
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like there's some tanks in there. Might be chlorine.
I think the chat's still talking about hollow Earth and flat Earth.
Holy.
You just try and get a flat earther to try and explain blood moons. They can't do it. Just while this is running, on the subject of the satellites and Oumuamua and all that sort of stuff, just before I forget, I found it interesting that there seemed to be a big focus the last sort of few years. They were mentioning about working on theories on how to deflect asteroids, which I guess is always prudent to know how to do, but just I think the more investment in it and stuff like that, I think maybe they know something we don't. You know.
Well, it's starting to seem like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of potentials already, haven't we? With Apophis in, I think it's April the 13th, 2029, and then that new one in 2040 something on 14th of Feb, whenever it is. Getting a little too close for comfort. Yeah.
Right, for sure. Sorry, I have to. That reminds me, I didn't check Rumble. I'm also streaming on Rumble if that's your preferred method of doing things. Our J6 stream, I forgot to address Xcomer with the Rumble rant with ... O. He sent it in right at the end as we were closing out, and I wanted to hit that. Also, holy hell, Stevie. Look at this. My biggest Rumble rant ever. $100 Rumble rant. Love you, Meaty.
Wow.
Keep up the good work, and thanks for your informative streams. Like and subscribe, people. Thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. That's awesome.
Yeah, big up to Stevie. That's really generous of him.
Hell yeah. So, super excited about that as well. So, I wanted to hit that because I saw it over on Rumble. So, real quick.
I bet you can smell that spacesuit. It's coming.
It's getting so close. I was like, "You're gonna buy that damn spacesuit." I'm like, "Of course I am. Of course I am." So moving right along, we have, I'm sure people know about the Russian aircraft that clipped a U.S. Reaper drone. This was, well, when I acquired it, it was the most recent update. This is Secretary Lloyd Austin just got off the phone with Russian counterpart, and I'll let him say it. So,
but before I get to that important work, I want to say just a few words about a troubling episode yesterday. On Tuesday, Russian aircraft again engaged in dangerous and reckless and unprofessional behavior in the international airspace over the Black Sea.
And I love Stevie.
2 Russian jets dumped fuel on an unmanned U.S. MQ-9 aircraft conducting routine operations in international airspace. And 1 Russian jet struck our MQ-9 aircraft, resulting in a crash. And this hazardous episode is part of a pattern of aggressive, risky, and unsafe actions by Russian pilots in international airspace. Now, I just got off the phone with my Russian counterpart, Minister Shoigu. As I've said repeatedly, it's important that great powers be models of transparency and communication. And the United States will continue to fly and to operate wherever international law allows. And it is incumbent upon Russia to operate its military aircraft in a safe and professional manner. Now, let me turn to the important work of this contact group. Today, our extraordinary ally
This is Russian MOD. The U.S. drone was recorded in Russia's Crimea region in the direction of the Russian border. Flight of the U.S. drone was carried out with transponders turned off, violating airspace rules. Russian jets were lifted into the air after discovery of the U.S. drone. Russian fighter jets did not use weapons and did not come into contact with the drone. And as a result of sharp maneuvering, the U.S. drone went in an uncontrolled flight with a loss of altitude and collided with the water surface. So that's from Russia's perspective. So this is the base in. I agree, but I. So this is the Russians' perspective. Yeah, and that's the other point. Nobody died. There was not a pilot, so.
See, this is a kind of thing where it's hard to know what's true because you're going to have loads of different conflicting stories about what actually happened. So, I mean, this could be a case of did the Russians use some kind of jamming thing which made the thing go a bit crazy and crash, or did they just let Stevie Wonder at the controls, or was it just a human error with the controls? You know, or I mean, I don't know of hearing any reports of any Russian jets or anything getting downed or affected. And I think, did you say, well, according to their report from their side, they weren't anywhere near it. It just went, strange
Right.
maneuvers and then crashed.
Right.
Allegedly.
So I don't like this guy, but whatever. We'll read it. Breaking a U.S. Reaper drone was just attacked by two, and this is the American side. This is American talking point. Just the easiest one, the first one I found. Don't like the source, but I've seen it in many other places. U.S. Reaper drone was just attacked by two Russian Su-27 flanker jets over international waters of the Black Sea. One of the Russian jets intentionally dumped fuel in front of the U.S. drone as it flew in front of it. The Russian jets then hammered the propeller of the U.S. drone, forcing it to be brought down. Russia seems to obviously be trying to instigate things. Putin isn't the good guy here. Republicans. See, that's why, he has to take that shot at the end of it, and I think that's unnecessary.
So this is where it's hard to know. You say, what's the truth? I mean, would two Sukhoi 27s already dump fuel in front of a drone? That seems a bit of an odd tactic, but I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. It's a strange one. It just does something about this doesn't seem quite as credible. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just a gut feeling.
And I don't know. I mean, supposedly the DoD has footage that they're going to release of the antagonizing behavior. I don't know if I'm still going to buy it. Well, that's what I said. He's not a reliable source of information at all. I'm just saying it's the same that's been repeated multiple sources. So I just used the first one that came up so I could have it. Then I have this meme, which I thought was funny. Pentagon, hexagon, oxygon, your money gone.
well, the first one's also the same because do you remember how was it 2 trillion that went missing the day before a certain date that everybody knows? I'll not say it on the channel, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I mean, so is the Reaper usually used for surveillance? I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know that for a fact. So, and sadly, Russia does sound a bit more believable in this instance. So, they would just shoot it down if they wanted to. Dumping fuel in front of it sounds so dumb. Yeah, that's my thought too. I mean, I could see how, but it's a drone. Like, it's not going to start a war, or shouldn't probably. So it's like, why the hell would we even? Why would you waste your time with that? Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm unsure. I was also going to. This is the updated Pentagon press briefing.
All right, Thank you all very much. Just a few things at the top, and then I'll get right to your questions. So first of all, I would like to highlight U.S. European Command's statement released earlier today, confirming that 2 Russian Su-27 aircraft conducted unsafe and unprofessional intercept with a U.S. Air Force intelligence, surveillance,
that
and
very well could
reconnaissance
be.
unmanned MQ-9 aircraft that was operating within international airspace over the Black Sea today. To recap, at approximately 7:03 a.m. Central European Time, one of the Russian Su-27 aircraft struck the propeller of the MQ-9, causing U.S. forces to have to bring the MQ-9 down in international waters. Several times before the collision, the Su-27s dumped fuel on and flew in front of the MQ-9 in a reckless and unprofessional manner. This incident demonstrates a lack of competence in addition to being unsafe and unprofessional. U.S. Air Forces in Europe, Air Forces Africa routinely fly aircraft throughout Europe over sovereign territory and throughout international airspace in coordination with applicable host nation and international laws. In order to bolster collective European defense and security, these missions support allied, partner, and U.S. national objectives. As the U.S. Air Forces in Europe, Air Forces Africa commander emphasized in European Command statement, quote, U.S. and allied aircraft will continue to operate in international airspace, and we call on the Russians to conduct themselves professionally and safely. In separate news, Secretary Austin concluded a successful visit to the Middle East region last week, where he met with leaders in Jordan, Iraq, Egypt, and Israel. The week-long trip served to deepen defense partnerships and enable the exchange of views on shared regional and global security challenges. Specific topics of discussion included ongoing coalition-led defeat ISIS operations in Iraq and Syria, the concerning range of threats posed by Iran, including its destabilizing regional activities and provision of unmanned aerial systems to Russia
Rested.
for
That
use
sounds
in
like
their
it's a good.
unprovoked war against Ukraine,
Feels a lot
and
cheaper than
implementing
an
commitments
aircraft
made by
missile,
Israeli and
and a lot more
Palestinian
subtle.
senior
Screw up
officials
the
in Aqaba,
sensors, then
Jordan,
clip
and
the
the
propeller.
importance of
Easy way to bring
de-escalating
down.
violence and
Plus, can
restoring
claim
calm
oops
in the West
accident.
Bank.
Yeah,
The
very much
Secretary
could be.
also had the opportunity to talk to a number of U.S. service members currently serving in the
Yeah, I
U.S.
thought that was a good point.
area of responsibility, and thank them and their families for their commitment to mission service and safeguarding our nation. And finally, Secretary Austin and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley, will host the 10th meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group tomorrow. The meeting will be hosted virtually here in the Pentagon and will allow for the Secretary, the Chairman, and senior defense leaders from around the world to discuss ongoing efforts to provide Ukraine with the means and resources it needs to defend itself from Russian aggression. Additional information on tomorrow's meeting will be forthcoming. And with that, I will take your questions. We'll start with Reuters. Phil.
Has the Secretary or anyone else in the U.S. military reached out to his Russian counterpart or anyone else's counterparts from Russia? And regarding the MQ-9,
Exactly.
What can you detail a little bit more what its mission was and where it was
Yeah.
being piloted from?
Yeah, sure. So in terms of Secretary Austin talking to his counterpart, not at this time, to my knowledge, DoD officials have not spoken specifically to Russian authorities on this particular incident. I do know that the State Department is raising our concerns about the incident directly with the Russian government, so I'd refer you to them for details on that. In terms of the mission of the MQ-9, as I mentioned, it's an ISR platform. These aircraft have been flying over the Black Sea region for some time, to include before the current conflict started. It is an important and busy international waterway, and so it is not an uncommon mission for us to be flying in international airspace.
So what kind of precautions will be taken going forward? Are you going to have
Translated, we spy on stuff all the time.
Right.
So I'm not going to get into the specific profile of this particular
Crystal.
aircraft. As you know, the MQ-9 does have the ability to be armed. It was, again, conducting an ISR mission in international airspace, something that we've been doing for some time. In terms of the types of techniques, and procedures that we take to protect our aircraft, I'm not going to get.
Okay, they're not going to say anything. He's just going to say 9 million times. I'm not going to get into it, like typical politicians do.
Which I can understand. He's not going to say, yeah, of course, let me tell you about all the secret stuff we do.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I want to know all the secret stuff we do. So I got this, and this answers some of the questions. So 2 Russian Su-25 or 27 aircraft conducted an unsafe and unprofessional intercept with a U.S. Air Force intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance unmanned MQ-9 aircraft. So yeah, that's
I have to laugh at the way they say unsafe. Like literally nothing about jet flight is safe. You know what I mean? It's a
Also-
Sukhoi 27. Of course, it's not safe.
right. I mean, it's a Russian jet, so
Yeah.
automatically unsafe.
It's
And
designed to blow things up.
right. And second to that, it's you're in a war zone. Of course you're not safe. And the unprofessional, what they were supposed to, I mean, come on. Like, it's just,
Well, if their objective was to take it down, then they acted very professionally, I'd say.
I think they did a great job if that was
Depends,
objective.
yeah, depends what your objective is. I mean, if they just accidentally bumped into it, then yeah, that was unprofessional. But you know,
I mean, even if they didn't accidentally, but I mean, yeah, I don't buy it. So, this is the, I have a picture. Oh, I gotta do
I have to ask Crystal something. You saw me on Jeff the other day. I haven't been on Jeff's channel. I'm confused. Unless there's somebody masquerading as me.
No, there's only one British dancer, man.
I mean, this is me. Hi. unless the person looked like me, I think it was somebody else.
So this is what we're talking about right here. This is at Warner Robins Air Force Base, which I just recently went to, and they are much bigger than you think they are. Like, so there's a jet behind it. Here's a rocket. So we're not talking about your little DJI drones. We're talking about huge ones. They do. You want me to link it? I'll link it. I'll throw it in Discord. But they're big birds, and that's the propeller that they're talking about. Right? You can kind of see it on the back. You see the little yellow tip. Dance.
Just the tip. Yeah, I see it. I see the little yellow tip.
Okay.
I've seen these things before. They're kind of weird looking, but I guess they're effective for what they do.
Yeah, I mean they seem to be effective at spying.
I think it was something
United
similar.
States great at it.
I know it's just a movie, but I think in one of the Mission Impossible movies, there was one firing missiles at what's his name? Tom Cruise. That's the guy. He was on some bridge, and there was a drone. There was a drone firing missiles at him. Looked sort of similar to that one.
Gotcha. Okay. We have 34 from 500, ladies and gentlemen. 34. 34 of you. Make a Meatwad's dream happy. Or dream happen. You know what I mean. You know the thing.
You just know it sounds sexual every time.
It wasn't intended to.
Make the meat happy.
So at approximately 7:03 a.m. CET, one of the Russian Su-27 aircraft struck the propeller of the MQ-9, causing U.S. forces to have to bring the MQ-9 down in international waters. Now, originally they said the United States said it was shot down.
Oh, did you notice they kept saying they kept talking about it clipping the propeller, but they didn't say with what? It's like with what? With the Sukhoi 27 with its wing, with a bullet from the cannon? What did they clip it with? Because it seemed to be. Sorry, go on.
It supposedly is a wing clip, and the Sukhoi had to be brought down also. Like,
yeah, because that would
came
damage
down safely.
All right, I was gonna say because it's risking damage, and obviously the Su-27 to purposefully put the wing into its propeller, which would seem a bit. I don't see them doing that. I mean, maybe they did, but maybe I'm wrong. But it just seems odd that you would do damage. Nose clip. But put the nose of the plane into the back of the propeller of the drone. I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to damage your multi-million-dollar jet, then okay, I guess.
There seems just to be far more effective ways to do it. Glitter, are you on? I don't have anything to write it down. Are you on Discord? Send me a message, and I certainly will.
Yes, Mystic. It is very odd. It's even more odd than my videos. This story, but
which are really odd.
Yeah, but life is stranger than fiction. So maybe they did do this just to make it look like something else, rather than making it obvious that they knocked it down. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. Several times before the collision, the Su-27s dumped fuel on and flew in front of the MQ-9 in a reckless, environmentally unsound. Oh no. Jesus. An unprofessional manner. The incident demonstrates a lack of competence in addition to being unsafe and unprofessional. Ridiculous. Our MQ-9 aircraft was conducting routine operations in international airspace when it was intercepted and hit by a Russian aircraft, resulting in a crash and complete loss of the MQ-9, said U.S. Air Force General James B. Hecker, Commander, U.S. Air Force Europe and Air Forces Africa. In fact, this is unsafe and unprofessional act by the Russians and nearly caused both aircraft to crash. U.S. and Allied aircraft will continue to operate in international airspace, and we call on the Russians to conduct themselves professionally and safely, Hecker added. He didn't say that they should maybe be environmentally sound, though, so he'll probably get canceled.
Do you know what was unprofessional? Americans was letting Stevie Wonder at the controls of your drone. That was unprofessional.
Yeah, I mean, that probably wasn't the best thing to do.
I mean, I noticed it's just in my mind. I'm thinking of all different things. Maybe the guy just accidentally spilled coffee on his crotch while he was. And the controls were like, "We've got to make up a story. We can't say that's what happened." The Russians did it. They dumped some fuel on it. Yeah, put that out. That'll do.
Yep, it was all the Russians' fault. Well, isn't that what you do in politics now?
Yeah, anything you don't like, just blame Russia. It used to be used to be blame Canada, but it's moved on.
Yeah, blame Russia.
Oh man, I'm gonna start doing that. Like if I spill some coffee in the morning, I'll be like, oh, damn it, Putin.
You're closer to him than I am, so you could probably use that. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, I know some of you are new here. One of the things that I like to do is get sources that aren't terribly conservative, just because I feel like it's important to not live in an echo chamber. So, well, there was a lot of chat when first. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Fast? No worries, buddy. Did you get a chance to check out that video yet? I don't want to pester you, but I just want to see if you took a look at it.
I'm curious about the name Fast Group. Is he like one of these guys that's fast on the draw with like shooting competitions or something? Or?
He does shootings. He does leather work. He does a lot of interesting things. So, yeah, it's he's a pretty interesting fellow. He's been on my channel a couple times. So
I'll have to check him out. But whatever he does, he does it fast.
Yeah, very fast and very grouped. I don't know that. I don't want to besmirch his good name.
That Wolfman's comment that you brought up. Well, I those things can almost come to a standstill in midair, can't they? They're quite like the 5th generation fighters. So who knows what they? I can imagine they can probably go pretty slow. But I don't know how slow do the drones go. We'd have to Google it. Actually, I forget every time. I've got a second screen. I'm gonna go and Google that right now.
Digger on Rumble. I have test. Can you see those? What the hell? Half my comments aren't showing up here. That's all I got from you. So if you posted more on Rumble, I don't know. So you're gonna look at that. I try to be, balanced and I mean, I feel like if we live in an echo chamber, it can do harm. So try and be objective and think. So, well, I'm glad you're home safe, buddy.
I'm not sure if I'm looking at the right type of drone, but the first thing that ccame up on Google was that the turboprop one can go maximum about 300 miles an hour, and cruising speed of about 150 to 170 to 200 miles an hour. So I'm pretty sure a
Okay.
Sukhoi 27 could go slower than that easily. But I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
looking at the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that seems about right. So, I got this one for you, buddy. Inside Britain's cushiest jail, where 18 female guards have been fired over illicit affairs with inmates, prisoners in the $250 million unit use laptops and mobiles in their rooms and enjoy access to health and well-being center.
Sign me up. Sounds great.
This is a terrible prison for reform. Britain's cushiest jail, where 18 female guards have been fired for having affairs with inmates, are allowed to use laptops and mobile phones in their, quote, rooms and have access to a, quote, health and well-being center, unquote. Figures discovered in a Freedom of Information request found more than a dozen illicit relationships had taken place over the past 6 years at HMP Berwyn, Britain's biggest prison. Do you know anything about that? Or?
Well, I know that the prisons are called HM, like Her Majesty's Pleasures, HMP, so it's Her Majesty's Prison, or it would be His Majesty now, I suppose.
Okay.
I know that obviously they have got some that are pretty cushy for like I guess what would you call them, like low tier crimes kind of things where it's not violent or anything, and maybe people have done a bit of financial crime or something like that. So yeah, I don't know much about the prisons here, to be honest, because I try and steer clear of them, to be honest. But yeah, I do know they've got different ones. Obviously, you know, they've got the more supermax type ones for like the violent criminals and stuff. In fact, near where I live, there's a city called Durham, and I think near there they've got one of the ones where they keep some of the worst people.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Tends to be a bigger issue here in female prisons, at least as far as official reporting. Yeah. And I wonder if some of that's the fact that males probably don't report it because they probably, I mean, they're males. Let's be honest. Shame prison staff Jennifer Gavin, Aisha Gunn, and Emily Watson have all been jailed in the same jail within the last 3 years for having relationships with prison at the $250 million super prison, which houses Category C adult male offenders.
I love the way you keep saying dollars because you're so used to saying dollars.
Oh, pounds. Sorry. I
It's
forget.
okay.
Pounds. Sorry. Yeah, Berwyn is a Cat C prison. Not surprised. Okay.
Looks like
the
a nice
facility
hotel
aims-
there with those sofas, doesn't it?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's a nice place. The facility aims to rehabilitate offenders by taking a different approach to traditional prison. Inmates are housed in rooms, not cells, and enjoy a range of facilities, including a full-size sports hall, a fitness room, multi-use game areas, outdoor pitches, that's a soccer field, and an industry building housing 12 workshops, right? A soccer field is a pitch?
Yeah, outdoor pitches.
Yeah.
It'll be like football pitches, maybe
Cricket.
tennis, but I doubt they'll be playing cricket. But yeah, you never know.
I'm
yeah,
trying to learn other cultures, okay? Give me a break, man.
cricket's like one of the dullest things to watch. I'm not into it. Some people love it, but I mean, in terms of spectators, I had some friends I used to work with that used to like the cricket, but it's because they just like to go there and sit and drink beer all day while it's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
for the atmosphere and drinking beer more than
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't seem like a punishment. That seems like something that I would enjoy. That's what I'm saying, B-Weave. It's Her Majesty's Prison, or His Majesty's Prison, Berwyn, was opened in 2017 as the largest prison in the UK and one of the biggest in Europe, holding 2,106 men.
Did you just assume all of their genders there? That's a massive
No,
crime.
it says
2,106.
it right there.
Well, whoever wrote this article, oof, well, big
Big hit.
crime. They're going to end up in that prison themselves, sitting around on sofas, playing football, drinking a Coke, having fun.
Oh my God. Wayne County is the worst jail. ever.
You
Don't
guys have
ever
got
get in
one.
trouble in Wayne County.
Haven't you guys got one that's kind of in a desert, and it's almost like sort of tents in a desert with fences, and it's supposed to be like a really grueling, really tough one. Did I see a documentary about that one time? I don't know, probably Texas or
I'm not
something,
sure.
or Nevada, or I don't know.
Yeah, probably Texas, but I would rather go to any U.S. prison over Wayne County Jail. That's in Detroit, Michigan. For those who aren't familiar, it's downtown Detroit, Michigan. I would gladly go to any prison over Wayne County Jail. It is the most terrible place on earth.
It's
the
just a
county
different name
usually.
for Detroit. That's what it's just Detroit. They just
Oh,
give it a
screw
different
you.
name. I had to because you're from Michigan. I know you love Detroit. I know. It shares some similarities to Sunderland, actually, where I am, because it's kind of both like we've got like a big motor manufacturing sort of plant here with the Nissan thing and stuff. And I know Detroit had quite a few that have sadly gone away, but it used to be a powerhouse of industry, didn't it, making all the cars?
Huh. Yeah, and died. Well, at least we died. But with almost half of adults leaving custody were reoffending within a year of their release, the facility aimed to adopt a truly rehabilitative approach, according to its first governor, Russell Trent. Prisoners have phones in their rooms and are able to make calls at any time and can phone anyone named on their list of friends and family. The list is checked by guards, and phones cannot accept incoming calls. Inmates are also Inmates are also able to send and receive emails, which is like the calls can be monitored by staff. I would hope so.
I'm getting called out for my microphone. Yeah, I'm gonna try and buy a better headset. This one's like really cheap, and it's lets in a lot of background noise, and it's sorry, apologies if I'm getting given bad sound quality to your listeners. I am going to try and get a new one, see if it works better. Hopefully, yeah.
You're fine. I mean, you know what it sounds like, but yeah. The list is checked by guards. Oh, we already. Friends and family are able to attach photos for an additional charge. That sounds like bullshit. You can send them a picture, but it's gonna cost you. Smash or pass. That's one of the cards.
Nah.
No?
I'm a weird one for that question though, because everyone's a pass apart from the missus. It's because of my beliefs and stuff. So it's just, I'll smash with yours. Use yours to smash.
Brian's at smash. Richard's at pass. Hard pass. Okay. I thought that was like a 10 for British. I just killed all the British fans. Oh, I don't know how. This is Aisha Gunn. Pass. See, that's what I'm saying. She's 10 for 10 for the UK.
We do have some hotties. We do have some.
Like 3. Shut up, Kaiser. That's not what you say backstage when we hang out. So, caught kissing a prisoner. That's more like the typical British woman. Emily Watson. She even has a British name. And to any British fans that are still left, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. It was all his fault.
I think you're fishing for bites. Not going to get it.
It was all his fault. I had nothing to do with it. Like the trial, he had a gun in my head. All right, where do we want to go next? Oh, you probably missed the Taco Bell bong thing.
No, I saw. I've been watching some of the streams, even if I haven't been commenting. But yeah, it's like the 10-hour thing, and just every randomly every now and then randomly the Taco Bell bongos. Whoever came up with that idea is a genius. Just like, it's so random. I love it.
I thought it was great. Of course. So, do we want depressing, or more depressing? A, B, or C? I got 3 left.
1 second. Wolfman, I'm guessing, is a Brit just because of the way you put that's a 3 pints of snake bite girl. That's a very British thing to say. She'll look a lot different after 3 pints of snake bite. But yeah, now the only thing is I've only got 5 minutes left to do whatever story you want, man. I'm gonna have to bounce at 11.
Okay. Yeah, don't want you punking and blah blah blah, staying up past your bedtime, da da da. What's up, I Am Princess?
I've just got a million jobs to do. I always stay up late, but I've got some other stuff to do, including
I have not.
application. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I have not checked your email, but I certainly will after the stream, buddy. All right. Rub it in some more. Sorry, you were saying something? Go for it.
I'm sorry, I'm just Belan just rub what in? I don't know. No, I'm just saying I've got lots of jobs tonight. I've got to get some applications in for passports and things, and just it's nothing to do with my bedtime. You know, I stayed up on your birthday when I was up till 3 a.m. Wasn't I?
Oh, I
know. Actually, I weirdly felt fine the next day. I got less sleep, but felt fine. You know how it is. It's random.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we have a local story that I'd rather not cover, but needs to be. Man, 3 children between 1 and 4 killed in Sault Ste. Marie house fire. Sault Ste. Marie is where the bridge to Canada sits. It's one of the northernmost parts of Michigan and the UP. And this is just unfortunate, but Sault Ste. Marie, police have confirmed that 3 children between the ages of 1 and 4 were also victims in a fatal fire in Sault Ste. Marie. Police Chief Wesley Bierling previously said a man in his 30s was found dead at the scene of the fire at 3607 Shallow Beach Avenue. Shit, I probably shouldn't have just doxed that on the internet. I guess it doesn't matter, right? The fire began at approximately 7:37 on Wednesday. Firefighters arrived on the scene to a fully involved fire that was quickly controlled. Smoke products were found at the scene, but the cause of the fire has not been confirmed. The names and exact ages of the victims will be released later, police said. During the ongoing investigation, we'll continue to protect the privacy of those involved as well as preserve evidentiary findings to understand the events leading to this tragic fire, Bierling said in a statement. The Sault Ste. Marie Fire Department, Chippewa County Sheriff's Office, and the Michigan State Police also responded to the scene. Anyone with information about the fire is asked to contact Chippewa County Central Dispatch at 90. Let's not read their phone number out. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Sault Ste. Marie is a small town known for the Sioux locks. So it's a lock system that brings boats from Lake Superior into Lake Michigan and Lake Huron.
There's not too much you can say about a story like that, other than just the only thing I can hope is that they were unaware of it. If they were asleep and it was just smoke inhalation caused them to just not wake up, rather than suffering in the actual fire. Either way, it's awful. But yeah, what can you say? It sucks.
Are you done being a lawyer? We'll switch out the Brit for the Oz.
Yeah, that's sort of why I jumped in. I heard that you're running low on time, so.
Yeah, nice one. I think we can do a
passport
tag team. I've got to go out and off and do a few jobs and stuff in a couple of minutes. So,
Yep, fair enough.
Are you knackered at the moment because you're covering the stream? Sorry, a trial, aren't you? Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm not going to lie. I was building new shelves last night as well, so I actually didn't get to bed till midnight, and then I was up at 3 for the trial. So.
Oh, ouch! Yeah.
Dang. Wow.
So it's not an Aussie trial then. It's yeah, 'cause the time difference. I guess it's a
Oh
US.
yeah, no,
yeah.
no. The what do you call it? The Mighty, help me out here. What's his name? Anderson trial. The
Anderson. Yeah.
which I'm not gonna lie, like my gut instinct is that it should be a mistrial now after what happened today. I don't think Schroeder's gonna do it.
I don't think there's any question that it shouldn't be a mistrial at this point.
Oh, whoa, that name isn't he the dude from the Rittenhouse trial? Oh, yeah, he was quite cool. Don't get brazen with me. Him, he was cool. Cool. All right, okay, I'm gonna duck out then. But yeah, thanks for having me on, Mikey, for a bit of a chat. And Ozzy, always a pleasure. And we'll catch you guys another time.
No worries.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, buddy. Always good to see you.
No worries. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, guys.
All right. We only have a couple more articles, and then I'm gonna go get some food because I'm hungry.
Fair enough.
Because you were so gracious in letting me on the stream, and that was fun. I was just sitting there like, damn, I gotta get in on this. This is so awesome.
If there was a stream to get on, that was the one, honestly. And that's like, I felt so bad calling and waking up Jeff, but I knew he would be spitting chips if he missed it.
Oh no, he had to know about it. He had to know. So
hello all. Sorry, I can see everyone saying hi to me in chat. I'm just, like I said, I'm walking dead at the moment.
Have a couple more people say hi to you, because as soon as you came in, I gained like 6 subs, and we're only 26 away.
Oh, come on, people! There's got to be 26 of you that haven't subbed up to this meatball. He does good work. I would not consider him a very good acquaintance if I didn't think that he did the effort and whatnot. What happened? Give me a timestamp. Brian, I would have to sit and work out the timestamp for that myself. Needless to say, the daughter got on the stand and said that the father threatened her with a gun. So, yeah.
It got real spicy at the end. Just watch from when the point I came on, and then you would.
Yeah, that works.
Probably know. Because that's about the time I came on. Yeah, and it was like breakdown crying, and then he threatened me with the gun.
For your information, he threatened me with a gun.
Yeah.
He threatened me with it. And the judge, the look on Schroeder's face when she said that, he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because she did that thing. She pulled a cheeseburger slightly, because it started with, I don't know that I'm supposed to be able to talk about this because it goes to character and that sort of thing. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. What's the over-under or not true? I've never understood how you calculate an over-under. I think she's full of shit. There's family members that reckon she's an attention seeker and has pulled drama shit before. That's my own personal opinion. I doubt it, honestly. If she was threatened with a gun, I don't think it was the father that did it.
Really? Okay. The first time I thought, she's just playing this off. And the second time I heard it through, I was like, that's timing and the way it came out was kind of credible. So, yeah.
You gotta spend more time around teenagers, dude.
No, I'm good.
Oh, no. Yeah, and Wolf's right. The fact that it came out that she was tracking the mother on the dad's laptop. Sorry,
that was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
And the people in chat were going, oh, well, the father set it up for her. He was the one asking her to do it. And I'm just like, that's really not how that works.
Potentially.
So, I'll sub if you got Jessica Reloaded feet pics.
Jessica, send this man some feed pics.
Well, no, he said that he'll sub if you have them. He didn't say you had to show them or disseminate them.
Oh, yeah, I got them then. Sub. I'm not going to share them. Thanks. This is why I have a lawyer. Yeah, there's something going on with that family. I mean,
Oh
she
no
knew that
shit.
mushrooms were in the fridge and that they were psychedelic mushrooms. Like, there's a lot of.
Look, if half of what she said was true, then CPS should have been involved ages ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's put it that way. So
But yeah, so I don't know. I wasn't there, so obviously. Puppy feet. That's why I keep a lawyer close by. So let's get into the next
sub
one.
up, John. You lost that war of words.
I think he did. I got to 480, so it went up one. 481. Damn. 19. She's gonna be 10 times worse than her mom. Yeah, her mom was pretty dramatic too. So, Aesol. I think that's the same. Okay. There should be 3, I think, on my end. I've been blaming YouTube for the last 3 days. I think I need to blame my PC. No, I only see 2, Digger. And I don't know how it works, but so Ozzy and I were talking about this last night, and then he just disappeared out of the blue.
Sorry,
which
my
was
phone died.
bad. No, that's fine. I'm just messing with you. So we're starting to see more banks fail, and it's going to be a domino effect because there'll be more banks that lead into more banks because they're all loaning each other money. This one is terrifying. This one is terrifying because it makes it an international problem and really brings forth everything else that's going on. Credit Suisse crashes to all-time low after boosting deposit rates to reverse bank run. So this is, I don't know if they've officially failed, but that's the word around town that they are either have or will. So, at some point early on, I think she claimed she knows he did it. Huh. It's an interesting perspective. But it became almost like clockwork. Every 2 weeks, we get some news that send Credit Suisse stock to all-time lows. At the beginning of February, the stock of the second largest Swiss bank plunged after it reported losses would unexpectedly continue well into 2023, if not 2024. And that the bank run revealed at the end of 2022 was much worse than the bank had previously admitted, prompting some analysts to call it staggering. Now, these are huge banks. Like, that's the thing that's really bothering me. Stats can be fun. Yeah. I thought you had stuff to do. Get out of here, Dance. CPS in Wisconsin will only take action if the child is near death or dead. Too many cases to name. Look up Manawak County child. 7-year-old died in a snowbank as punishment. Damn. Wow. I know that they seem to, on one end, interact with too much, and on the other end, don't do enough. So that's what I've heard from them. And I'm sure some of them are good people that are just trying to do their job, but you know. Then 2 weeks later, in mid-February, the stock plunged after a report that regulators were probing if Axel Lehman, the chairman of the embattled bank, had lied about the full extent of the bank run in hopes of stabilizing outflows. And there's some footage that, and I couldn't find it again, which is unfortunate, but I found it last night. I didn't, I don't know that I sent it to you, did I? No, I think I just played it for you. About them, an FDIC meeting where they were basically covering up the fact that it was as bad as it was. So, yeah.
As you do.
lying to us all. So, what? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just. Never mind. Continue.
Okay. Fast forward another 2 weeks to today as CS stock craters 7% to a fresh all-time low after reports from Reuters and Bloomberg in hopes of reversing the seemingly endless bank run. And who can blame the depositors for pulling their money from a company whose stock is less than $3 from zero? Wow. Credit Suisse is now offering aggressively higher deposit rates to attract new funds from wealthy clients in Asia. Citing sources, Reuters notes that Swiss Bank is offering a 6.5 annual rate on new 3-month deposits of 5 million or above, and a rate as high as 7% for 1-year deposits, far above match maturity bills, and suggesting that to attract a client, the bank is forced to eat a loss. That sounds like a good plan moving forward. The hope, of course, is that after it attracts enough new clients, the bank will be able to quietly lower rates and make new accounts profitable. However, as the various DeFi blowups of 2022 showed, it never quite works out that way. So that's a great idea. Start losing more money, and then wow, JP Morgan's. Well, yeah, if you want to park 5 million for 3 months, and that works out, but hilariously, the new deposit rates are higher than Credit Suisse's lending rates in Asia, a source told Reuters, adding it raises concerns about how the business can sustain such a funding gap. Spoiler alert, it can't. And as explained above, the bank is willing to eat short-term loss in hopes of attracting enough sticky money before it flees again once the teaser rates are cut. Sure enough, another source said the offers are valid until the end of this quarter and only apply to a few new cash deposits, not existing portfolios. So they're just trying to bring in new money. So Fed USD swap line, dang, record lows. That's much like the rest of the graphs I sent you of like Comerica and everything. They're just gone. So we're in for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a fun one. So, all right. So 2 more stories. Well, 1 more story, and then President Biden. Space Force chief says China is developing anti-satellite missiles, electronic jammers, and lasers. China has launched dozens of satellites in the past 6 months, and the People's Liberation Army now has 347 craft in orbit around U.S. forces, the chief of the U.S. Space Force said. That's great. General Chance Saltman told senators that Beijing posted the most immediate threat to U.S. operations as it developed lasers to disrupt satellite sensors, build electronic war jammers, and even craft that can grab rival platforms in orbit and knock them out of position. So that's going to make a bunch of space junk, and yeah, we're not even going to go there. It's all part of the plan for a fully modernized, world-class military designed to achieve China's space dream of becoming the most powerful nation in space by 2045, he said. In the past 6 months, China has conducted 35 launches, adding advanced communications and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance satellites to its orbital architecture, he said in a written statement to the Senate Strategic Forces Subcommittee on Tuesday. Of China's more than 700 operational satellites in orbit, 347 are People's Liberation Army ISR platforms that provide optical radar and radio frequencies capabilities to track the joint force globally. So China is even starting to take over space. So that's not good. And that will affect the way that we do it from here out. Is this the right video? I gotta check. What side was president? Yeah, okay. This is his California one. So we'll close out with he speaks for about 15 minutes. I have not listened to this, so we'll sit back and I'll kind of break it up at times to make sure we don't all go nuts.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. Please have a seat if you have one.
Jesus. Already.
Good afternoon. Saturday, January 21st, 2023. Lunar New Year. A time to enjoy. A ballroom dance studio. A place of happiness, friendship, and belonging. People across backgrounds and generations celebrating their cultural roots, bonding, place of refuge where immigrants have lived for years.
This is former
Supported
Vice
new
President
immigrants who
Joseph
just
Robinette
arrived,
Biden.
becoming not just of his family. But as we all saw, a day of festivity and light turned into a day of fear and darkness. A holiday of hope and possibilities marked by horror and pain. Vibrant dances, music replaced by vigils and memorials. 11 souls taken, 9 injured. Private mourning made public. That sense of safety shattered. Survivors will always carry the physical and emotional scars. Families left behind who will never be the same. One of the worst mass shootings in California history. A tragedy that has pierced the soul of this nation here in Monterey Park, the San Gabriel Valley, the heart of the Asian American community.
I wish
My
it was
dear
Kyle
friend Judy
Dunnigan.
Chu, former mayor,
It'd be more entertaining.
Monterey Park, your congresswoman and chair of Congressional Asian Pacific Caucus. Senator Alex Padilla, champion for this community, the entire state. My good friend, Supervisor Hilda Solis, and all
Nazi fags,
law enforcement, first responders, faith leaders, community members, all here today.
Oh, shut
You've
up.
shown
Joe.
up for this community, and I know you always will. To the families of victims who spend time, I got a chance to speak with today, and whom Vice President Harris spent time with a few weeks ago. I'm here on behalf of the
Oh,
American
that's too
people
quick.
to mourn with you, to pray with you, to let you know you are loved and not alone. Every case is different, but I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get that call. I know what it's like to be told. I know what it's like to lose a loved one so suddenly. It's like losing a piece of your soul. It's like a black hole in your chest you feel like you're being sucked into. Suffocated, hardly able to breathe. The anger, the pain, the depths of the loss so profound it's hard to explain. The suddenness tends to magnify the grief. As time passes, the shock and numbness slowly make way for the sobering reality of their absence. An empty chair at the dinner table, the birthdays, the anniversaries, the holidays, without them. Everyday things, small things, the detail you miss the most. The scent when you open that closet door. The park you go by.
What's up,
you used to
Obama?
stroll in. The
He
morning
was
tea
your
you shared
vice
together.
president.
The bend of his smile, the perfect pitch of her laugh. As Judy shared with me, this is a tight-knit community with intergenerational households and deep reverence and respect for its elders. A community that's opened its heart and its homes to friends and neighbors and stood strong throughout the pandemic as anti-Asian hate crimes rose. A community that in the face of horrific tragedy has become a symbol of hope and resilience. Pushing forward together, healing together, people from all faiths and backgrounds rallying to show their love and support, raising money for funeral costs and memorial, providing counseling and translation services to the victims' families.
Yeah, this is that
providing
shooting.
and proving that even with heavy hearts, we have unbreakable spirits. As a nation,
Hey, Shizzy.
remember them.
Uh,
Immigrants from China, the Philippines,
I think YouTube's
Vietnam,
having issues, comments
Taiwan.
all around. But
all of whom found a home in America. Mr. Ma, age 72, a pillar of the community, a beloved manager and dance instructor at Star Ballroom. He walked patrons to their cars at night, helped new immigrants find jobs. His children and grandchildren will carry on his legacy in the spirit of one of his favorite Chinese proverbs: cherish the people in front of you. Cherish the people in front of you. And he
True,
got 72.
true.
Mr. Nice, for his kindness, his positivity, his infectious smile. A free spirit, always ready to lend a helping hand. He died shielding his dance partner. Showed you on you, 57. Devoted mom, wife, sister. Woman
I
of
don't
faith.
want to listen to this asshole talk the whole
Always
time.
there to help others, bringing food and
I
newspapers
just
to
want the
family members who
important
had trouble
part. Let
walking.
me see if I can find.
Always working tirelessly with her husband to build a future for their 3 children.
It's only like 15 minutes long, but I can't
Nancy
even
Jian,
listen to Joe that long.
62, known as Sister Sunshine. She loved to play cards, piano, the weekly volleyball game. Always sharing her homegrown plants and vegetables with neighbors and friends. Dedicated mom, married nearly 40 years. Husband and wife who were always together, even in their last dance. Valentino Alvaro, 68 years old. Servant of God. Life of the party. Storyteller.
Okay, so
Made
let's
the
try
whole
this
room
one
laugh.
because
A man devoted to his children and his grandchildren.
I can't listen to him thanking everybody. Not to be, a jerk to the victims, but I don't think he does him much. Doesn't do him much justice. Daughter an old fool. So this is hopefully the relevant pieces. Well, because they have other things to distract, like balloons and banks falling and all kinds of other shit.
In the meantime, my executive order
Ooh, that's loud. Sorry.
directs my attorney general to take every lawful action possible to move us as close as we can to universal background checks without new legislation. The executive order also expands public awareness campaigns about the red flag orders, laws. Second thing it does, the executive order ramps up our efforts to hold the gun industry accountable. It's the only outfit you can't sue these days. And it directs the Attorney General to publicly release alcohol, tobacco, and firearms inspection reports, and it will help folks recover and build after folks recover and build after wildfires and superstorms and droughts. Congressional Republicans should pass my budget instead of calling for cuts in these services or defunding the police or abolishing the FBI. And I'm determined, once again, to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Fantastic. They're coming for our guns. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, maybe protect our borders. Maybe, stop the alien invasion. Maybe stop sniffing kids. Like, that would probably be a good way to go with things. I don't know, man. Like, this guy is just such an ass at this point. He's not doing very much right, and he's just frustrating. He's just very, very frustrating. And it's just one of those things where it's like, So that's about as much of Joe as I can take. I did have one more thing that I thought was enjoyable. Supposedly, I don't like that. Why is that? Supposedly, the anonymous hacking group hacked Tucker Carlson last night on his Twitter. Don't know if it's true, but they changed his thing to a non-binary climate change activist of color, visionary tech founder, CNBC market analyst, informal Zelensky advisor with the transgender flags. And I mean, I thought it was kind of funny, but obviously we don't want people messing around. I'm sure it's changed back. We don't want people messing around with people's private stuff. Keep your hands off other people's things. Leave them alone. Who said they're not coming for our guns? Or did you? I thought so too. Like I would. I didn't verify it either, but it was trending on Twitter, and I saw it a bunch of times. I don't follow Tucker, so I did not check it myself. That would have been the easy way to do things, but didn't think about it. And yeah, I agree. Red, he should just absolutely leave it, or just make it better, add more ridiculous things. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, well, show us on the top where the weapon assaulted you. Well, and I agree, but it was anonymous came out and adopted it. So I tend to believe that they might have had something to do with it. So, what are you? Oh, you want me to add that?
Yeah, just quickly.
Okay, go for
Kind of speaks for itself.
it. Assport.
Thought you'd enjoy that. I was just scrolling through Reddit, and I mean, there's a guy pretending to be a speed camera, and then I saw
Oh,
this.
shit. That's awesome. Huh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's I can't end on anything better than that. So, I'm gonna make one final plea to the replay crew and whoever's left hanging out. We're at 494. 6 of you. 6 of you is all I need. That's it. Just 6. Just 6. Other 6. I love you forever. All 6 of you. But no, for real. If you can hit that like, hit that subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I want to say a very special thanks to Ozzy Overlord for allowing me to come on and hang out with him. I had a great time. I'm so hungry, Impish. I'm so hungry. So very special thank you to Ozzy for letting me come on with the trial and sending people over here. I appreciate him. And I was getting to it, Kaiser. At 8:30 for your viewing pleasure. Mr. Pineapple is going to be doing the Edge of Reality 8:30. Kaiser, are you available? Because you still have admin, so just jump on if you are, because I forgot what you're doing it on. It's been a long day.
Is that Juicy Smollett thing from Fox News legit?
I don't know. What was that?
The hoax perpetrators going along and doing a play-by-play reenactment?
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. No,
I just don't know if it's legitimate or not.
Huh. I haven't heard anything. I stopped watching Fox News though. Like I just not my jam anymore, man.
Hang on.
Oh, do you need a second?
There he is.
Yeah, he said hang on, so I just want to make sure he's good. You're able to put yourself back up, so just whenever you're ready, buddy. So at 8:30, 1 hour. Yeah, I'm gonna have what time is it now, EST? It is 7:27 p.m. EST or 1927. So in about an hour. And normally I'd just carry everybody through, but I am so hungry. And the wife made some like loaded French toast for dinner, and I can smell it, and it's I'm gonna have fun. Demolishing some French toast if my kids haven't already eaten it.
Heyo.
Hey, buddy.
Sorry, my headphones wouldn't connect all of a sudden for some reason.
No worries. No worries. Also, Aaron Rodgers is going to the New York Jets, so. Okay, cool, buddy. I'll check it out. All right, Kaiser, we're just waiting on for you to shill, bud. And then
Cool. All right.
I don't
Well, I'll
remember
go
what
ahead
it's
and
about.
get to it so you can go grab a bite. So, guys, my name's Kaiser Pineapple, and I usually jump on here, but it's one of those scheduling was kind of weird today. But hey, I want to give a quick shout out there. Look, we are very close to getting this guy, Mighty Meat, to 500 subs. Seriously, get on it because your official roast master, hello, me, demands it, as well as this guy. He's a fantastic dude, and he's funny as hell, and he brings you great topics every night. So, what are you waiting for? Get down there, smash that subscribe button,
5 more.
and 5 more. Get it, folks. Let's make this happen so that way we can celebrate Mighty's 500 subscriber, official, announcement on my stream at 8:30 p.m. So, guys, that came out wrong. Wow. I was just gonna say let's give him a congrats on there, but okay. Mighty, you're still invited to jump on and co-host with me on that. It's gonna be a fun time. Folks,
Absolutely.
8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is 1 hour from now on my channel, Kaiser Pineapple. We will be streaming live on YouTube and on Rumble, and we are going to be having a good time talking about the mysteries behind some disappearances of the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, that's right. That's what we're
Mystic
doing.
says if you get to 500, you can have Taco Bell.
Oh shit! Get it?
Oh, are you telling me that the French toast is all gone? Because that's what that sounds like. You're fucked and the French toast is all gone.
Ring.
3.
Oh
more,
man,
please.
we're getting close. We're getting
I want
close.
Taco Bell, and I have time. I have time. I will get rid of the Taco Bell bong if we get to 500 by this show.
Kaiser Mighty
Thanks,
Meat,
buddy.
great
I
show on
appreciate
J6 the other night. Yes, fast. Hey, we appreciate it. You coming out to watch, buddy. There, it was a great time, and we covered a lot of ground. All right, 2 more, folks. Come on, bring it on. Bring it home.
2 more.
Bring it home. The roast master demands this.
It won't go away for 2 more.
2.
I hear Ozzy typing. He's gonna do it himself.
Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home.
Come on.
What?
They're
No,
not gonna
I
let me-
wasn't worrying about you. I'm looking how to set up a second channel for myself. That's right. I'm a selfish bastard.
Yeah, well, but we like you for it, though. Come on, people. Let's do this. I'm showing 498 on my screen. 498. 498. Do I got 2 more? 2 more. Come on.
499. We need 499.
They're not gonna let me end the stream until I get 2 more. Damn it.
Come on, we got to get it. Get it. Oh, come on.
Rich.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna actually get rid of it. Don't worry. Okay, I'll just stop using it. I'll stop using it from 500 to 1,000.
You lost 3 viewers.
Oh,
I
no.
lost 3 subs or 3 viewers?
3
No.
viewers.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay. Come on, guys. I'm
We are
so
still
hungry.
at 498, folks.
Come on, guys. I don't have enough alt accounts to get him over the line. You can do it.
Oh, are you sure? Because you said you unsubscribed from me with all your alt accounts the other day.
All my alt accounts. I have 1.
Oh, yeah, 1. Wink.
Which
Well, just got the one time. I mean, come on.
I'm so hungry.
Let's get Meaty some Taco Bell. Make it happen, folks.
Keeping the man from his veggie burger.
I don't eat veggie burgers.
You don't like veggie burgers? Impossible burgers. No, veggie burgers they suck ass.
$4.99. We need 1.
$4.99. We need 1 more.
I was just about to hit the button, and I'm like, no, fuck. Well, for 1, we can.
Okay.
We can hang out.
1 subscriber. We need 1 subscriber. Come on, go, guys. You've made worse decisions in your life.
Guess what?
You got there?
We're over 501.
501.
501. Congratulations, Marty.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you all. All right. I'm going to get some food. Thank you so very much for everything, guys. We'll be planning a meat roast real soon. And I don't get bell until 1,000. So thank you all. I appreciate you all being here. You guys are awesome. And it's always fun. So
All right, hang on. I can't do it. Embiggen me. Remember, people, Mighty is a piece of shit, and you just subbed to him.
a 500 subscriber piece of shit, by the way. But
This is true.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you get to
So-
10,000.
You're gonna help me out with that, right? Because I mean, I need some subs. I'm sub. Y'all help a brother out, man.
It's fine. I'll have you on the trial stream tomorrow, Kaiser, and we can see how we can do for you.
Oh, great! The one day I can't be on. Thanks. It's just like Jeff all over again. I'm kidding. I love you, Jeff. Look, if I can swing it Friday, I'd
It was a joke,
probably be
dude.
able to do something.
At this point, I don't know if there's going to be a trial on Friday.
Well, you know,
But yes, I mean, look, either way, boys, I'm going to need Bants for when we do the Rittenhouse watch party. So,
oh boy,
Oh, that's gonna be fun too.
that's a
gonna be
good
fun.
show, man.
no, I'm not Obama. It doesn't matter now. If you unsubscribe now, he still gets access to the extra community stuff. So if he drops to the $4.99, $4.98, it's not going to matter now.
Yep, I hit that mark, so I'm good for a minute. Well, the next goal is 1,000, and the other thing I have to start doing is planning the meat roast. So we'll do that soon, probably this weekend, if I can get it around.
Yeah.
So
Will you stop fucking
I've
roasting
got
meat
I've got
roast?
plans with the missus this
it's the
weekend.
meat
So
roast.
Yeah, but we are missing the joke, and it's a roast. So I'm sorry, but we're calling it the spit roast. Meaty is getting
Okay.
spit roasted.
That works for me too. But all right, I'm going to eat. Thank you all so much. Nobody here is a piece of shit except Hayden, and I love you all. And you all did your job today, so you should be proud of yourself. And I forget what else you say, but it's ridiculous. So
hey, as a celebration, why don't y'all come over to my channel at 8:30 p.m. Eastern in 1 hour to, come and hang out with me and watch some cool stuff about the Bermuda Triangle with Meaty.
afternoon,
Good
officer.
afternoon.
Hello.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see
Move
here. We're all-
along. Move
we're all
along.
It's
done.
fine. I'm protected by the dome. They can't get in unless they knock.
Go
This is
for
not
him,
the
he's a
stream you're
foreigner.
looking for.
That was pretty epic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a wonderful night. We will see you in about an hour over at the Great Kaiser Pineapple talking about the Bermuda Triangle. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Good night.